everyone. Right. As we're hopefully nearing the end of what is our third lockdown, I thought I'd take some time to share my thoughts on how people with anxiety and depression can cope with what's been going on. I know there's lots of people out there that don't feel comfortable seeking help from other people. I know the feeling. I've been through it myself, suffered from anxiety and depression for about 5 years now myself, so trust me, I'm no stranger to how everyone else is feeling. Anxious, when is the lockdown going to end, and when will life get back to some normality? So I just wanted to share with everyone some of my tips and what I've been doing to try and get over this third lockdown. We were very lucky that the first one was in the summer, so for those of you who had a garden, you could quite easily go out and sit in the garden. And obviously there were lots of people that didn't have that luxury, but the luxury was still there to go out for a walk if you felt comfortable going out for a walk. If not, you could have your windows open so you're getting fresh air coming in through the house or your flat if you didn't feel comfortable going out. So I just think that we all need to take some time to reflect on what's going on, and I hope that my advice, very limited as it may be, will help certain people get over their mental health issues. Well, not get over it, you say. I've had mental health issues for 5 years and I don't know how to get over it, but I know how to, best way to help me cope with it, shall I say. Cope with what's going on is probably the best way to describe it. So what I've been extremely lucky that I have a 2-year-old daughter who is she's my whole world. Me and her mum, we split up a year or so ago now, which was really tough, but you just got to get over these things. We weren't right for each other, so that's fine. I've found the way to move on and be happy with my life again now. I get to have my daughter for about 4 days, so probably from Thursday to maybe Monday, or she'll go back on the Sunday depending on what's easiest, due to whether she's got work or not. But yeah, if I'm ever feeling down, I know when I have her, she will run straight towards me, give me a big hug and a kiss, and she just lights my world up straight away. Obviously there are many people out there that don't have children, and they can find relaxation in this time through other means. So excuse me, right, so one of the things that I started in early December, so just before Christmas, was I started this new weight loss program, new diet, where I just take protein shakes for my morning and lunchtime meals. So no breakfast, no lunch, just 2 protein shakes, and tried my hardest not to snack like I used to during the day, and just have one main meal, which was dinner. The dinner's got larger, but obviously because I wasn't eating as much during the day, I didn't feel like I was overeating at night. One of the best things was cutting out the snacking, so no crisps, no chocolates during the day, which was very hard. Trust me, the first day was awful. I was so hungry, but at the end of the once I finished my dinner, I was fine again. I didn't have any issues after that point. Obviously, Christmas Day was a bit of a struggle. Not gonna lie, there definitely cheated a lot during the Christmas holiday. So from say about Christmas week, really, the whole of Christmas week was a bit of a cheat week. Lots of pigs in blankets. I mean, come on, it's Christmas. But yeah, no, starting that diet really helped me with my mental health. As I mentioned earlier, split up with my missus a year and a half ago, and since I started this diet, it's actually opened my eyes, and I've come to terms with us breaking up. It's not a burden on me anymore. I can quite easily look back on it and go, yeah, there were some good times, there were some very bad times, but things happen. You can't control everything, so just focus on the things that you can control, which is what I'm hoping I can help people with. So if you feel comfortable starting a new diet, you don't have to. It's just one thing that helped me. It won't help everyone. So comfort food is one thing that will get you through these tough times. I know it will, because I trust when restaurants and stuff started opening again, and the Eat Out to Help Out scheme came in, we took advantage of that, definitely. But as I say, if you feel comfortable starting a diet, try that. That might help you with dealing with the ongoing problems. Say you don't even necessarily have to take a diet. Like getting some extra exercise always helps. It doesn't have to be physically exerting. Like, don't have to push yourselves. Just whether it's going out for a walk. I know, obviously, it's starting to get a little bit brighter now. We're slowly coming out of winter. Hopefully, the days will get longer and they won't be as cold and miserable. So I find that if you are feeling low, then definitely try and get outside. If you can't get outside, that's understandable. Whether it's as long as it's not too heavy raining, then try just opening a window in the house or your flat, wherever you live in, to just get some fresh air in. Because you, like myself, if you find yourself enclosed in one space for a long period of time, it does get really stuffy. Like when I was going through my really rough patch, I would spend a lot of time in my bedroom just playing Xbox or PlayStation, watching TV. And when I finally got outside, opened some windows in my bedroom to let the air flow through again, it felt like a different environment. It felt so much cleaner, so much more refreshing, and that really helped me get me out of my slump. So I would definitely suggest to people to try and get some fresh air. Doesn't have to be for very long. Can be like 5-10 minutes. Just sticking your head out the window. Just, I would say, as long as there's not like loads of buses and stuff driving past. But no, you say just stick your head out the window, or just go outside the front door for 5-10 minutes. Just walk around the block. Obviously, stay safe. Don't come into close contact with anyone if you can, and that will help. So I know that there are some times where there'll probably be like 2 weeks in a row where I won't actually go out, apart from when it's me taking my daughter back to her mum's or picking her up from her mum's, and that's not really enough for me. Sometimes I do get a bit grouchy if I have stayed in for too long. and I just need to get outside. So it's self-motivation is very hard at the moment for everyone, and I completely understand that. I say a lot. I need to edit that out later. Another really good thing that I suggest to anyone is to just, as we're still in lockdown, with all the free time that you should have, look at something different that you can do, whether that's learning something or just shaking up your daily routine, whether you game a lot, whether you watch lots of TV, whether it's whatever you do. Just, if you're setting a routine and you don't feel comfortable with that routine, try and shake it up a bit. Like, if you want to, you can go on, I've been onto YouTube a few times and learn how to reconfigure my laptop, take it apart, put it back together again, and that was just from watching clips on YouTube. So if there's any tech guys out there, you should definitely watch Austin Evans. He does some great YouTube videos. It was through him that I learned how to actually remove my hard drive from my PlayStation and put in a solid state drive, and that rolled on to something else, which is then when I decided I'm going to do the same thing for my laptop, because trust me, if you're a tech guy or girl, anyone that's interested in tech, solid state drives are the way to go. They are so fast. My PlayStation would boot up so quickly. Red Dead Redemption 2 took probably 20-30 seconds when it used to take like a minute and a half, maybe even longer. My laptop is so much quicker now. So obviously I know they're expensive, they're not the cheapest thing out there compared to just like buying an external hard drive, but you get what you pay for in the end, because there's less moving parts and it's so efficient, and it will last a lot longer than just a normal hard drive. Also, my mum started doing Joe Wicks in the first lockdown, and I promise you, it's not just a PE substitute for kids. It is extremely helpful. A lot of it can be for the novice that isn't really into fitness or anything like that, but then again, that's fine. If you're starting out doing exercise, that is a great way to begin. But he does also offer other programs that are more intense if you feel comfortable going up to that. Let's see. So I did have a script. Well, I do have a script. I'm looking at it right now, and I've followed it. Or should I say, I haven't followed it at all. I've just gone completely off script because I felt it would be a bit more personal if I rambled a bit. That way, I'm not just somebody that just reading off a script. Anyone can read off a script, but I'm trying to recall from my personal experience to try and help people. So please leave comments in the comment section, because I know this is going to be very sort of hit and miss, this first sort of podcast that I do. I'm not expecting it to be a masterpiece first time round. Obviously you learn from your mistakes, so try and get this out to as many people as you can. Feedback be more than helpful. Please like or dislike if you think that I'm completely rubbish and wasting my time, then just let me know. But yeah. yeah, I'm hoping to do this on a more regular basis. I'm hoping to get some other people that can talk alongside me, or I can get recordings from them, other people that I know that have suffered from anxiety and depression. And because what works for me won't work for everyone, and what works for other people won't work for me. That's just the way that the human mind works. If we all work together, or so, I'm trying to think of a better way to put that. I just have to edit that bit out. So, please leave any comments. Try and subscribe if you want to. Ring that bell, and I'm hoping to put more podcasts out there. I'm trying to raise. I know there's plenty of awareness going around at the moment, but there's not enough awareness for my liking of mental health, especially during the lockdown periods and with COVID, not feeling safe going out. Because trust me, I went to take my daughters to the park, tried to keep my distance from it, but the park was so overfilled that we simply had to go home. She was all confused, which made things even more anxious for me, because I couldn't struggle to explain to her why she couldn't go into the park. So yeah, I fully understand that this is a very tough time for everyone, and mental health needs to be looked at and raised awareness for. And I'm hoping that if there's any suggestions, you can give them to me so that I can put it out there in the next episode if people want another video from me. I'm trying to also, it's not just going to be about mental health. I'm trying to do more passion projects. So as well as mental health is a big passion for me, but obviously movies, games, TV, those are my other big passions, and I want to start doing stuff about that. But I thought mental health is key at the moment, and that needs to be talked about first. So as I said probably about 4 times already, please like and subscribe, ring that bell, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you very much.